Alright, welcome back to Arx, End of Sun. So we finally met these serpent creatures we've been hearing so much about. This apparently is one of their temples. Let's go ahead and read this note real quick. Snake Sisters, we need more sacrifices. There is not enough power to keep one of the portals open. We must find more of the living to sacrifice. P.S. Power fuse blown again. Fetch another one. I'm not sure what that lie is referring to. But they are sacrificing people, apparently. In fact, they have a goblin over here trapped in a cage from the Kingdom clan, apparently. Stupid humans, get me my gemstone. I dropped it over there through that doorway. If you get it and bring to me, then I will tell you big secret in return. But don't let the eye thing see you. If it see you, it will get you and put you in a cell like it did me. All you goblins care about is gemstones. Anyway, let's just keep going this way. And there's the gemstone he's talking about. And this is clearly not any sort of trap. I mean, that's for sure. Let's just go ahead and grab it. Oh my god! This actually did legitimately surprise me when this first happened. Despite having just heard that and read some of these things, I still did not expect this to happen. But yes, the statue has grabbed us, and as you can see, there's some prisons down there. And apparently one of the snake people is in prison, as you can kind of sort of see back there. And here's our new home, apparently. Right here. Oof. Well, this is just wonderful. Snake guards keeping us in prison. Our journal's been updated. What does this have to say? Let's just read this real quick. Escape snake prison. Looks like I've landed in some kind of prison cell. I need to find my way out of this crazy place at any cost. Let's talk to our cellmate here, Sister Anguilla. Hello there. Well, well. It would appear that they have another poor soul to sacrifice. If only those snakes knew, like I know, who it is now that is in the cell next to me. Respond? I guess this is what I'm saying. Who the heck are you? What is this wretched place? And why would the snake race imprison their own kind? Oh, and what do you mean by you know who's in the cell next to me? I'm a member of the Royal Human Guard. That's who I am. So I guess that's what I'm saying. Questions, questions. We do not have time to discuss these things at this time. Surely you can see you have little time left until you are sacrificed. Your cell door lock, it is weak. I can open it for you, but you must defeat the snake god and then free me too. My mana strength has been almost depleted. How do I know I can trust you? This whole situation's crazy. Trust? Know this. To summon magic in this world, the words of power have to be spoken. You will soon have the ability to speak these words of power. An artifact, misspelled, of evil has already been recovered from your human vaults. You need to stop them. I can say you're crazy, but I'm going to say, whatever you say, let's get out of here. To escape this place and stop them, you must accept the snake compass. And it appears it has already chosen a new master, and that is you. Okay, I accept. Or you can again say, I'm crazy, or they're crazy. And we officially have the snake compass, a very important item indeed, but we'll go over that in just a second. Do as I say now. You must help us both escape from here and defeat that guard. Use the snake compass and your sword. I am opening the cell door. I will smite that evil snake. Yes, I will smite that evil snake. Alright, so, we have magic now. As you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, we now have a magic bar. I will go over that in just a second. First, let's kill this guard here. Hey, you! Time to die. Ow. Oh, shit. Oof, there we go. Okay. Oof, that was a little close. Let me go and loot that chick. Oh yeah, so let's go ahead and equip that, actually. Now that we have mana, we might as well use one of these rings of mana regeneration, which is pretty nice to have. We already have our... Oh, wait, why is this not equipped? Let's equip both of those. We need rings. Rings are really important, because they're just quite powerful things to have. So, anyway, alright, let's free our comrade here. Oh, yeah, we need to get the key. The key is actually over here. If you go all the way over here, there's a box that you can open. Now, it's called an enchanted box, and I'm wondering if you need that enchanted key ring in order to open this. I don't really know. But there's a key in here and 2 runes, which we will need, because runes actually power spells, which we're about to learn about, or I'm going to teach you all about. So, but first, let's go ahead and free our friend here. Alright, you're free, my friend. Excellent. Now take this scroll. Read from it to dispel the field that prevents our exit from this prison. Use it on the magic field. Okay, I will do what you say. So, what she's talking about, so throughout the game you might find these scrolls. Actually, we had one earlier, Scroll of Ignite, but now we also have one called Scroll of Dispel Field. So these are just sort of quick use spells that you can just do without actually having to cast it properly. So let's just go ahead and use it right now. So, boom. Nice and easy. Let's go talk to her again. Thank you. Now in return, let me help you locate the items that were stolen from your vaults. Follow the escape tunnel and meet me in my hideout. Also, there are traps. Use those runes to douse any fires. Fire traps? This is getting better all the time. Alright, let's see what our journal says now, real quick. And then we're going to go over magic. Let's see, meet in Sanctuary. I have agreed to meet the Snake Ally in the Sanctuary. The code when traveling to the Waterworks is 2478. Well, we don't really know that right this second, but that's definitely important. I need to learn more about what's going on and how to stop it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over magic, because magic is a quite peculiar and somewhat complicated system in this game, and I think it'd be worth explaining the whole thing. So, now that we have the snake compass, as you can see here, we can now cast spells. If you press the M key, or actually I think it's the N key by default, you can pull up this, which is basically a magic missile spell. So now we have a new weapon, essentially. As you can see, we're kind of flinging fireballs, or magic balls, and you can see our magic kind of depleting over there. But not only that, if you press the M key and hold it, by default it's this, you see this little icon show up. Ugh, I can't even talk. So, well, let me just go over something real quick first. So, first of all, this tab here is our spells, right? And as you can see, there's a couple of things over here that are green. That means we actually know how to do the spell. The way you do spells in this game, first you have to acquire the runes necessary to do the spell, and these runes kind of are this language, as you can see. You can see create, fire, so you kind of are spelling out a spell, essentially. It might make more sense if we actually look at one of these. Let's do Dows, just for the sake of example. So now that we have these two runes, the Ni rune and the Yak rune, we can now cast the Dows spell. And so you'll see here it says Ni is west, and then Yak is south, east, north. So let's go back to that little, that thing real quick. So if you hold down the M key, you can see this little icon show up. So what west, south, east, north, and all that means is you're actually going to perform gestures in order to actually cast the spell. By that I mean, if you hold down the left mouse button, that will show up, and if you move the mouse, look, it says west, south, east. You see that text up there? Here, let me put it somewhere else. So if you move it left, it says west, it says south, see? Where you move your mouse is actually the direction of, you know, the spell, if that makes any sense. So if our spell is Dows, then we have west, south, east, north. So what you gotta do is first you gotta move west, and then you gotta move south, east, north. So let me just demonstrate real quick. Let's do that. In fact, here, there's some fire over here we can douse, so let's do that. Alright, so you hold down M, hold down left click, move west, let go. So that's one part, and then the other part was south, east, north. So hold down left click, south, east, north. And there you go, that's the Douse spell. And now all the fire in this area has been extinguished. So again, you're basically just, you're following the rune as sort of a recipe for doing the spell. So you gotta do them in order too. So the first one's west, so you just do that movement and let go of the mouse, and then hold down the mouse again and do the next movement, which is, the next movement would be these three in order. So let's do another one. Let's do Ignite, just for the sake of it. It's kind of the same, except we're gonna do east instead of west. So, all right, hold down M. Let's do east, let go. Hold down, south, east, north. And there you go, that's the Ignite spell. And as you can see, our Ignite spell just lit up a bunch of torches in the area. There's also other spells. Let's do another one real quick, just to keep demonstrating this. Fireball missile. So this will actually convert our magic missile into a fireball missile instead. So we need 3 runes in order to cast this, but we have all 3. So we gotta do east, and then south, east, north, and then east, south, east. A little bit more complicated, so let's try this out real quick. Alright, so hold on, let me read that again. East, south, east, north, east, south, east. Okay, got it. Okay, so M, east, south, east, north, east, south, east. And there you go. Now again, you always have to remember, you gotta, for each rune, you gotta hold down the left mouse, do the gesture, and then let go of the mouse. And when you're ready to do the next rune, you press the left mouse again and do the gesture. So you gotta keep letting go for every rune, if that makes any sense. So you do your motion, let go, do the next motion, let go, do the next motion, let go. And that's Fireball. And as you can imagine, this is a much more powerful version of Magic Missile. Does way more damage, but consumes way more magic, so keep that in mind. Let's do one more, just for shits and giggles. Yeah, let's do Cure Potion. So this is the one that Snake needed earlier. So yes, you actually do sometimes have to do a southeast motion in order to cast certain spells. So this is west first, and then southeast, northeast. Not northeast, but north and then east. So let me see if I can pull this off. Alright, so west, southeast. Oh wait, hold on. let me read this again. This is a really fascinating way to do spells, but it is definitely kind of complicated. And you don't have to do it this slow, by the way. Once you know the motions, you can do it as fast as you want, as long as you execute it properly. So southeast, northeast. Okay. So west, southeast, northeast. Alright, that's apparently cure poison. So does that, hopefully all that makes sense. And if it doesn't, I'm happy to try to answer some questions in the comments. But anyway, let's go ahead and, I think I have some mana potions. Let me just, yeah, let's just at least take one of those. Alright, so our current quest is to go meet her in the sanctuary. In order to get to that, we can actually go over here and just head down this cave and hop down here. Alright. So she lives in, and I don't know how we're getting here from here, but apparently this gains access to some sort of snowy environment, and that's apparently where the snakes call their home. However, we are not really that properly equipped to deal with cold, so you're going to see a mechanic here shortly where you might actually start freezing to death if you stay out in the cold for too long. Thankfully, they've set up a bunch of torches that we can kind of stand near in order to keep ourselves warm. So when we arrive here, the first thing you want to do actually is turn around and go over here so you can grab a map. And a bunch of carrots, because why the hell not? So these torches here will keep you warm. I'll show you the freezing mechanic in a second. Let's take a look at that map real quick. So now we have the Snake Temple Caves, which apparently is nothing at all. So that's nice. So we have the Spider Caves map, and we have the Snake Sanctuary. Apparently there's this map here, and we grabbed it, but how did we grab a map that literally says nothing on it? Like, what the hell's that all about? Anyway, okay, let's keep moving. Alright, so let me just show you this freezing mechanic real quick. There's the temple, by the way. So look at the top left of my screen. You're starting to see these kind of snowflakes appearing on my HUD here. It's becoming much more prominent now. Okay, we're starting to freeze now. In order to prevent yourself from freezing to death, although you don't take much damage, but if you don't want to freeze to death, just stand next to some fire and that slowly will melt away, as you can kind of see there. So, that's how the freezing mechanics work. Alright, she mentioned something about fire traps. So if you walk up to this bridge, there's actually one right here. So let's do that fire trap dowsing spell real quick. Whoops, no, not the fireball. Not the fireball. What the hell? Oh, we're dying. That's the problem. Every time we're taking damage, we're not able to look at our menu for whatever reason. Let me just look up that spell real quick. Damn it, stop. Okay. Yeah, so apparently your inventory is interrupted if you take damage. That's good to know, actually. I didn't know that. Alright, west, south, east, north. Right, okay, yeah, we practiced that a billion times earlier. We should know that by now. Alright, west, south, east, north. Let's just do that real quick. West, south, east, north. Go away, trap. Alright. You know, I have to admit, though, like, look how far away the next torch is. We're gonna have to run all the way over there. I mean, thankfully we're not taking that much damage. It's just kind of a nuisance, you know? So, alright. And you'd think holding fire in our hand would keep us warm, right? I mean, shit. Hell, we even have a frickin' flame sword, or torch. You'd think all of those things would keep us warm, but apparently not. Only actual fire will do it, not magic fire. So, good to know, game, you know? Anyway. Alright, here's the next one. There's another one of those things, which I'll explain pretty shortly here, actually. But, okay, so there's the entrance to the temple. Let's just go ahead and make our way over there. Actually, let's go ahead and, oh, our journal has been updated. Let's go see what the journal says. Alright, so, activate teleporters. Well, we're going to learn about this in just a second, but let's go ahead and read this. Now that I have the snake compass, I need to activate every Adernium teleportation portal I see, which is what one of these things is. This will allow me to quickly travel between levels if I wish. I'm not sure which runes I need to cast a spell to activate the portal, though, but perhaps Anguilas will be able to tell us, our little snake friend over here. So, yeah, turns out these are portals, and they're basically the fast travel system of the game. Once we activate them, we can travel through various parts of the world, which is pretty handy, I have to say. Anyway, we're going to learn how to do that in just a second. Let's just go ahead and cross this really treacherous bridge here. You'd think she'd make it a little bit easier to get to her temple. I mean, the snake guys are pretty big. I mean, you'd think they'd make it easier to get here, but anyway. Hello! Hello, Fred. How's it going? Let's talk. Welcome to my sanctuary. We will be safe here for now. Now, as promised, I will guide you to the stolen artifacts. The evidence that you seek. It was abandoned halfway down the center tunnel in the main cave. I suggest you retrieve it. Then we have things to discuss. Okay. So, she's referring to that cave we were at earlier, right there with that, or not that one, but there was that torch over there that we were stopped at just a second ago. Yeah. I almost tripped over there. So, way over there, you see that torch over there? That's where we're heading next. So, hold on, let me just unfreeze for a moment. Alright. So, way over there, you see that torch over there? That's where we're heading next. So, hold on, let me just unfreeze for a moment. Alright. So, way over there, you see that torch over there? That's where we're heading next. So, hold on, let me just unfreeze for a moment. Alright. because there's a little cave over there, in case you didn't notice. And she said that there's our evidence is going to be found in that cave, so let's just go ahead and head that way. That's the whole reason we're down here, is to fight evidence, right? That's what the commander sent us down here for, so we're finally going to finish the first main quest line, so, but there's plenty more main quests to go, believe me, but alright, let's go in here. Now, this object we're about to see might seem a little bit familiar. Do you remember seeing something kind of like this in the vault? If you do, well, there's a reason for that, because apparently there's more than one meteor fragment. But now our journal's been updated, and we've leveled up, look at that. Isn't that nice? Alright. Let's read what our journal says now. Evidence found. I have located the evidence that the commander needs. It would seem that the Snake Lady ally is telling the truth. We have a clan of possessed snake sisters determined to assist an unknown evil force to incarnate here in Arx at any cost. So, that's kind of jumping ahead a little bit. When we go back and talk to her, she's going to kind of briefly explain that apparently some of her snake sisters have gone rogue and decided to, yeah, like she said, summon in an evil force to Arx. That's what when that note we saw earlier about sacrifices and portals, that's what she's referring to. There's also a book inside this temple that'll explain that whole thing if you're curious to read it. I'm not going to read it right here in the playthrough, but I'll show you where to find it if you're really curious about the lore. But yeah, that's essentially the gist of it, is that there's evil snakes. She's a good snake, but there's evil snakes trying to summon an evil into the world. Those are really dick thing to do, but you know, whatever. Let's go ahead and go back and talk to her real quick. Because we actually have a couple things we want to grab from her. But yeah, that's kind of our... Well, actually, she's about to give us our next main quest, so hold on. Let's go talk to her real quick now that we found that meteor. The meteor plays a pretty important role in the rest of the game, actually. Meteors in general. Because there's more than one, actually, believe it or not. Okay. Hello. Good, now you have your evidence. I believe this meteor was abandoned because it lacks the energy of the other fragments that were stolen. Although I know your Commander Steele, he will need proof to confirm that I am still an ally. I believe we will not have much time to stop an impending invasion of our world. You may read my diary to know the details of what I have discovered about this dreadful plot. Also, now that you possess the Snake Compass, I suggest you browse my library to learn how to harness the words of power. I am sure you will need some of these skills to prevent the destruction of our world, especially as I'm about to reveal the location of the first portal to you. So as I said, they're trying to summon these various portals to bring in evil to the world. So our objective now is basically to stop them from doing that and destroy these portals. The first portal that I have discovered is located somewhere in the Troll Mines. This is the route you must take back to the human outpost. You must destroy this portal. I am sure you have the tenacity to locate the other portals for yourself. However, if you return to me after each portal is destroyed, I may be able to identify the location of the next for you. I feel they would need to be destroyed in a certain sequence. Okay. Good. Now, good luck. She says hiss in the middle of everything. It kind of breaks up the sentences. Now please go and destroy the portal. We are counting on you. Alright, so the journal I was talking about earlier that explains the whole plot of the Serpent Sisters is right here. There's a whole bunch of entries about this, so if you really want to read about it, it's all right here. But, I wish there was a way to cancel that. What we really want in this area is this. There's all these different scroll of control object. Definitely grab these. There's 4 of them that you want to grab, and they're all pretty important. Also, there's some extra rings here. Oh, my inventory's full. Well, let's get rid of some stuff, shall we? Man. I'm going to say we probably don't need these potions of invisibility. I'm just going to go ahead and leave these with you if that's alright, my friend. I mean, perhaps you could use them yourself. Let's see, what else? I don't need all of these arrows. Probably only need a couple of these, honestly. And I don't need a second bow, that's for sure. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, sorry to clutter up your temple here. If you don't mind, I'm just going to leave that there. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I do want to grab that ring and this ring. This other ring right here, by the way, is a armor regen ring. You can probably guess what that does. And yes, you can actually read all these various books. It kind of just explains what all the various spells in the game do and the runes required to do them. So, yeah, if you're really curious, if you're looking at this and you're like, what the hell does some of this do? Because all you can really do is look at the recipe for it, but you can't really see exactly what it does. I mean, like, what does Create Field do? Well, there's probably a book here for that. Cure Poison. Let's see. Oh, apparently E allows you to close books. Levitate. Ignite. Douse. Dispel Field. Fireball Missile. Feed? Oh, cool. Actually, I didn't know what that did. So you can make food. That's kind of cool. That's actually pretty useful. Protection from cold. That'll be nice eventually. Because you will be going into cold environments besides this. So... Lightning Missile is quite nice. It's the most powerful missile in the game, I would say. Disable Traps, pretty self-explanatory. Lightning Trap, Probably one of these books here. Sorry, I don't mean to step on your tail and all my crap. Control object. Okay, so what does it say? Control certain magical objects in the world. Can be used to activate teleport portals. You can also use, yeah, you can also use the scrolls to do that. Right. Incineration trap. Create field. Oh, okay, so you can just make one of those blocks if you really want to. I don't know why you really would, but nevertheless. Let's go ahead and grab some of these potions, too, while we're at it, too, because we could definitely use those. All right, one last thing I'd like to do in here. I'm going to see if I can pull this off. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But as you can see, there's a dead body over there with a rune and a nice sword we can grab. Let me see if I can run across and grab it. Otherwise, there is another way to grab this, so hold on. Oh, what a terrible jump. We all know how good I am at jumping in these games. Hold on, let me give that one more shot. Because I've done it before. I'm pretty sure I can do it again. And then I think this will be a good place to stop, actually, because now that we've learned our main quest, this is definitely a good resting point. All right, hold on. Let me try this. Dude! Oh, okay, I looted the body. You know, we'll save that for later. I mean, we'll get a spell eventually that'll allow us to grab that, but... Ugh. Man, I really want to grab it, though. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Yes! Okay, okay. And there's the Frid rune. What is that one? Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Frid is ice. Ah, that's one extra step towards this, so that's pretty nice. Alright, let's just go ahead and save our game here. This will be a pretty good stopping point. This will definitely be a good stopping point. Okay, so Arx, let's call this Arx 4, not 43. Boom. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and pick it up next time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Arx End of Sun. All right, later.